Good morning, and welcome to episode 8 of Morning Coffee. God, I hope it's episode 8. I think it is. Well, yesterday we had a crazy hailstorm that came through Lindsay, Ontario, Canada. Um, I'll just show you my tent here. Look at this. So, my buddy's back window of his car got smashed out. I lost a skylight, got destroyed. Um, and people with gardens, and there's a lot of them in this town, their gardens are completely a mess. I was lucky because I have a pollinator garden, and it's just survival of the fittest out there. So I'm sure it's gonna just bounce back. There's a lot of other plants that hold up my plants because of the density and the variety. So it looks to me like it did very well. Um, I want to talk today about the upgrade system and the G for gratitude. So, I think there's a little bit of a misunderstanding, or at least there was for me, with respect to gratitude. It's like, it's important to feel grateful. It kind of makes sense, but I think the misunderstanding for me was it's not a one off, okay? It's not like something happened and well, there's this other side that I can feel grateful for, or just something nice happened to me. People took me out for my birthday, and just to feel grateful. Well, I think it's valuable to tune into that for the moment, but I think the more important concept with gratitude is that it is an attitude that you take through your life, where we look at things not so much as this happened to me, but this happened for me. It's a way of appreciating that life is actually giving us the lessons that we need and is giving us exactly what we need in any moment. It's a recognition of that. So it's really about awareness. And, some people might argue, well, what's your, proof of that life is on your side and giving you what you need and not just, battering you around like, a flower in a hailstorm, right? Well, I don't know if there's any proof, but first of all, um, taking a positive attitude is kind of hard to argue with. It's like something, or what people would consider bad happens, something difficult happens to you, and looking for the silver lining is brilliant. It's like it's a resilient attitude. When the storm, just after the storm, I went out and kind of was like, I was actually making a little video about my pollinator garden. And as I came around the corner, there was a bird, and it looked a little bedraggled. And I came right up to it, and I was like, okay, this bird is definitely hurt. It's not acting normal. I managed to catch it. I threw a little towel over it, and I brought it into the house in a cat kennel, little cat box. And I just, probably the towel dried him off a little bit. I gave him a little cushion for a kitty to kind of, just kind of sit on and maybe warm up a bit. Anyways, today he looked great. He was making noises in his little cage there. I let him out and off he flew. So, those are the little bright spots, despite the damage, despite a couple of tents destroyed and a few very little things. Like, I know people got hit. I saw a picture of someone whose car had been completely destroyed because a tree fell on it. So, without doubt, there are these difficult experiences we go through. But to have the attitude of gratitude and bring that through and look for the little bright moments, finding the bird and how can I help, and having that kind of attitude of looking for the silver line, looking for the lesson. And I think a great example of this was in the movie The Karate Kid, where the master is teaching the kid indirectly, so the kid doesn't know. He's got the kid polishing his car. He's got to put the polish on and then take it off, and he's given him a particular approach using his hand in a particular motion to do it. And the kid's finally fed up. He starts complaining about it. It's like, I didn't come here to wash your cars, and like, you've got me working for you. You're treating me like a slave. And the master throws a punch at the kid. And the kid uses that same motion that he's been putting the wax on and taking the wax off to block the punch. And, to me, this is, he demonstrates to the kid like he's in training. He just doesn't know how. I think that's such a great little analogy for the way life teaches us. And to recognize that is so important, that the life itself is the master, and it's bringing us all the exact experiences we need to grow. So now this ties in a little bit with the secret that I'm going to share with you at the very end, after I go through all the other letters of the acronym upgrades. But it seems that the energy that we hold in any particular moment helps to create our reality. And I don't think you have to believe in some mystical force to know that is true. Like, people who are positive, they attract positive experiences. I'm really going to suggest, as many other have, that it goes beyond that there is a kind of magnetic force out there that brings to us experiences that are consistent with the energy we hold. So if we're miserable and we're unhappy about life and we are complaining about everything, then we are going to energize our experience. And it's like attracts like. That's a law of attraction. And the other side of that is true as well, that if we have a positive outlook, the outlook I'm suggesting with the idea of gratitude, feeling grateful, knowing that we're getting lessons and that there's always something to learn, tuning into that is really going to create your tomorrow based on your energy of today. And it will impact today as well. But you're not creating the kind of energetic mess that will attract negative experiences to you. So that's, I think, all I really wanted to tell you about, or to share with you about my understanding of gratitude. But in your journal, you can even spend a little bit of time talking about experiences that were tough and what you learned. Or if you're in the experience, journaling a little bit about it and seeing if you can find what the lesson is. And some people say that the tougher the experience, the more beautiful the gift that is wrapped within it, that you can unfold, and it can change your life. So thanks very much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Have a great day.